God says, Archangel Michael has been standing guard over you since last night, holding his sword of light and whispering your name into the heavens. Something important has been trying to reach you. He also declares, your miracle will arrive in secret just 5 minutes after you receive this message. At the same moment, a warning emerges. Bad news has already set its course toward your home. This is no coincidence, no small sign, and not something to ignore. Heaven has carefully noted every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, and every sleepless night when you felt abandoned. Now, the timing of this revelation is perfect. In just 5 minutes, your destiny will be tested. In the past, you may have delayed, skipped, or looked away, thinking it could wait, or that you were not the chosen one. But Michael says, you cannot ignore this again. If you do, something you love may break. What you believed was safe could collapse, and you will blame yourself for ignoring God's voice. Archangel Michael continues, your miracle is hidden in a secret that will reveal itself suddenly, like a door unlocking without a key, like light breaking through a wall you thought solid. It will not appear in the noise of the world. It will arrive quietly, in the stillness of your spirit, and only you will recognize it is for you. But the very moment it appears, a shadow, a piece of bad news waiting outside your door, will try to enter. That is why I stand here with urgency. Do not ignore this. Do not delay. Do not say, maybe later or tomorrow. It is now. It is now or never. God adds, you have been chosen for this message because your life's path has been under attack. Those you trusted have spoken against you, and those you loved have betrayed your kindness. Yet heaven has preserved and protected you, because your work on this earth is not finished. You still have promises to fulfill and miracles to witness through you. The bad news approaching your home is a final attempt by darkness to shake your faith, to convince you God is not with you. But Archangel Michael has already seen it and is fighting for you. Take this message seriously, because the miracle and the warning are linked. If you embrace this message, the miracle will unfold, and the bad news will be transformed into testimony. If you ignore it, the miracle will vanish, and the bad news will strike with full force. Remember the nights you asked, why me? Why is life so heavy? Why am I always tested when I have so little strength left? Heaven heard you. Heaven was never blind. Michael leaned close when you whispered those words, tears falling because he could not bear to see you unprotected. He is your sign for this hour. Beloved, he says, the enemy knows your destiny. That is why attacks have been intense, why bad news has circled your home. But I am here. Open this message fully. Take it as your lifeline. Your miracle comes in secret, but it depends on your attention. God warns, some around you will not understand. They will tell you to ignore the signs, dismiss your feelings as imagination, or label you dramatic. But they do not see what Michael sees. They cannot hear the footsteps of the messenger carrying both the miracle and the warning. They do not know heaven timed this moment to test whether you will believe or turn away. Michael says, if you listen, blessings will pour into your life so abundantly that even your enemies will see God's hand. If you ignore this, the news outside will break what cannot be repaired. You always hesitate. You wait too long. You think it's not meant for you. That hesitation has cost opportunities, delayed blessings, and allowed others to take what belonged to you. Not this time. By God's authority, do not skip. Do not close your eyes. Do not scroll past. There is no more time. This is the final warning before the storm reaches your home. God continues, the approaching bad news may look frightening, but it has no real power. Once you open your heart to this message, it is like a letter delivered with your name on it. Accept the miracle, and the words within will burn to ash before they can harm you. That is why this moment matters. Heaven is watching to see if you will believe, hold on to faith, and trust that God's word is higher than any bad news from man or demon. Michael adds, the secret of your miracle will astonish you. It is not exactly what you have been asking for, but it aligns with the deepest desire of your heart. It will come in ways you cannot predict, through doors you thought closed, through people you never imagined, at a time that seems impossible. That is why it must remain hidden until it manifests. If the enemy knew, he would try to destroy it before it reached you. But now, it is too late to delay. Your miracle is already on its way, safely covered in heaven's protection, waiting for your attention, waiting for your acceptance, waiting for you to say, yes, God, I believe this is for me. You may feel your body trembling, fear rising in your chest, but Michael says that fear is the enemy trying to confuse you. You are not meant to fear, you are meant to stand in faith, knowing that Michael's sword already stands between you and the bad news. He has cleared the path, ignited the fire of protection around your home, and marked your door with divine safety. All that is required from you now is obedience. Do not skip, do not ignore, do not push this aside. God says your awareness is the key. Soon, you will notice the first signs, a sudden calm washing over your spirit, an unexpected peace settling inside, a surprising alignment of events. Someone you never anticipated may reach out, or a hidden truth will be revealed, and in that instant, you will recognize the secret Michael has spoken of. At the same time, you may sense the approach of bad news, trying to enter your space. Do not fear it. Do not accept it. Declare in your heart, God has spoken. Michael has warned me. My miracle is here. The bad news cannot touch me. Archangel Michael says, I will stand at your door until you receive this. I will not leave you unprotected, but I need you to believe. Stop doubting. Stop hesitating. Open your spirit fully. This time, your tears and your pain have not been wasted. Even the moments you faltered, heaven recorded the faith you carried in small ways. But now, the miracle and the warning are connected, and your choice will determine the outcome. I cry with urgency because I cannot bear for you to miss this moment. Hear this: you are loved, chosen, protected, and warned. Your miracle will arrive in secret within minutes. The bad news is already at your door, but it cannot enter if you hold tightly to this message. Do not skip. Do not doubt. Do not delay. The heavens are open. Angels are ready. Michael has spoken. God says, I am addressing you directly, and I will not allow distractions to interfere, because this message is meant only for you. Michael stands beside you now as you read this, calling out with urgency that your miracle is only 5 minutes away. The timing is critical because heaven has been watching how you delay, how you skip, how you close your eyes to what is sent. You cannot make that mistake again. Heavy news is approaching, carrying shadows with it, ready to knock if the light within you does not rise. Now, the secret Michael has kept until this precise moment is the very thing that will shift the balance in your life. It will break curses, shield you from destruction, and guard your home against the storm waiting at your gate. God says, you have been watched for a long time, not only by angels but also by those who wish to see you fall. Darkness whispered lies, convincing others to betray, misunderstand, and plot against your peace. What you did not know is that heaven intercepted their plans, their influence, their money. And now, through Michael's cry, I reveal the truth to you. Michael says, you are standing on a battlefield invisible to the eyes, yet more real than the ground beneath your feet. Every day, your soul has fought, and every day angels have shielded you. God explains, the miracle will appear in 5 minutes because it is already written. When you receive this message, divine timing will shift like a clock striking its hour. What was hidden will be revealed. That secret will no longer remain in darkness or under the control of those who tried to bury it. It belongs to you, and its revelation will protect you from the approaching bad news. You have skipped this before, and the enemy rejoiced. Delays came, blessings slowed, focus scattered, but this time, you must not skip. Michael trembles, almost weeping, almost shouting, because he sees the weight of what is coming and knows the only shield strong enough is in this very message. God continues, the bad news approaching your home is not ordinary. It is not merely a letter, a call, or a message. It is a test of faith, a storm designed to break you. But Michael stands guard, and your miracle is already set to manifest. Your attention, your belief, your openness, these will determine how this moment unfolds. If you are not standing firmly in the light, you cannot let fear take hold, because fear is the gateway through which the storm tries to enter. God says, you must trust me, even as the wind blows, even as voices rise against you, even as shadows inch closer. Michael adds, your shield is obedience, your weapon is trust, your protection is prayer. The timing is critical because heaven already knows the path of the storm, already sees where it will strike, and has prepared the exact counterattack. God continues, I have sent signs before. You felt them in your spirit but brushed them aside as coincidences. That sudden dream, the word that made your heart race, the repeated signs you noticed in one day, these were my messages. Michael has whispered, pay attention, but you turned away, saying, maybe later. Now there is no later. Open this moment immediately. Closing your eyes now is like stepping into the storm without your shield, dangerous and unnecessary. You were not made to face this alone. You were not meant to carry this weight without angelic protection. God says, even now, Michael is moving through your home, walking every room, marking your walls with the sword of light. When the bad news attempts to cross your threshold, it will be stopped. He is assigned to you because of your calling, your destiny, and the miracle about to arrive. The enemy knows this miracle is near, which is why you've experienced delays, sudden arguments, and unexplained setbacks. These were not random, they were the final attempts to distract you. But their time is over. Their schemes are exposed, their whispers silenced. God adds, as you read this, you may feel strange sensations, a stirring in your spirit, because heaven presses the urgency of this moment upon you. Do not run, do not ignore it, receive it fully, because divine time is swift. 5 minutes in heaven is a flash, a precise window that opens and closes quickly. When Michael says your miracle will enter in 5 minutes, he is declaring the exact moment your alignment begins. You must be awake, alert, and open. God reassures, the bad news may approach, but it cannot destroy you if you hold on to me. It will come close, it may knock, it may roar, but it will not devour. I warn you not to instill fear, but to prepare, strengthen, and place you in safety before the storm rises fully. Michael says, this is not a game. It is not a random word. It is not to be dismissed. Do not skip this again. Every time you have skipped, a door opened to darkness. Every time you skipped, the enemy gained a foothold. But this time, the light is strong, and the angels are ready. If you obey, everything will turn in your favor. God continues, I know you are tired, weary, asking, why me? Why always me? But understand, the battles come because your calling is higher than most. Your spirit carries something the enemy fears. Your destiny cannot be copied, stolen, or destroyed. That is why storms pursue you, why betrayals wound, why challenges arise. Yet blessings are moving faster than storms. Angels are ahead of every plot. Miracles arrive before bad news can strike. This is why the timing of 5 minutes is crucial. Heaven ensures the miracle appears before the storm can act. God says, release fear now. Say in your heart, Lord, I trust you. When you do, angels fight with greater strength on your behalf. They move with your trust, for your trust is the key. Michael adds, your faith is the code that unlocks the shield around your home. My sword is drawn. My wings surround you. Your name is written in heaven's fire. All you must do is believe and not turn away. God reassures, you may wonder what the bad news is. It may look like loss, betrayal, or destruction, but it is not stronger than me. It is not higher than me. It is a test, a moment to see if you will stand or collapse. You are not meant to collapse. You are meant to rise. And your miracle will not only protect you but also astonish everyone who expected you to fall. They will witness you standing when they expected you to fall. They will see you rising when they thought you would break. They will watch your home fill with light when they assumed it would be dark with sorrow. God says this is why you must not skip. Your obedience now will shape the course of your tomorrow. Michael has already fought in your dreams, appeared in your thoughts, and whispered into your spirit. But this is the loudest he has ever called. If you ignore this, he cannot fight with the same strength because you would be rejecting the very message that empowers him. Do not push him away. Do not close your ears. Open your heart. Receive. God says, I am with you. Nothing will go wrong as long as you stay under my covering. Even if the winds blow, doors slam, or tears fall, I will not let you be destroyed. I have carved your name into my hand, sealed your forehead, and sent Michael at this precise hour to guard you. Your miracle is already approaching, and in moments, it will manifest. Trust me, trust Michael, trust the signs. This message is your shield, your warning, your secret, and your miracle. Do not skip. Open it fully. Let it enter your heart. For the moment you do, everything will change. God says, my beloved, this message is only for you. It carries the weight of eternity, the whispers of angels, the thunder of divine justice, and the sweetness of mercy. Archangel Michael stands beside you with his sword of light, trembling because he sees what lurked in the shadows, the lies whispered against you, the darkness that thought it could overtake you. He declares with the voice of the Almighty that your miracle will unlock in 5 minutes. But if you hesitate, if you delay, if you say, later, the miracle will remain sealed, and the bad news will rush in like an uninvited storm. The heavens have been watching, how you approach blessings, how you almost reach for them, and then pull back. Each delay has cost you years of joy. Each hesitation built walls between you and what was already yours. But today, God's voice calls to you, no more delays, no more skipping, no more waiting. The heavenly clock has struck the final hour. Your secret trembles in the atmosphere, a miracle wrapped with your name, sealed by the blood of the Lamb, guarded by Michael, pressed on your heart by my Spirit. Michael says, your miracle will appear in 5 minutes. Not 5 days, not 5 years. 5 minutes after your eyes see this, after your ears hear heaven calling your name, after your spirit awakens to the truth. This is not a game. This is not an accident. This is a divine appointment written before the world began. God continues, bad news has already been assigned against your house, your family, your peace. The enemy planned to strike in the night, to deliver sorrow like a thief. But the Almighty saw it first and sent Michael to guard you, to cry out with urgency, to warn you that this moment cannot be ignored. This is the point where the balance of your destiny hangs, where the weight of your future is determined. Beloved soul, listen carefully. This message arriving now is no accident. God has sent angels to whisper to your heart. Michael stands close with his sword of light, declaring this secret is meant only for you. You may have ignored signs before, skipped moments when heaven tried to speak, but today is different. Today is sacred. Today carries the breath of God. What has been hidden is about to be revealed. Something heavy and troubling moves toward your life, but God says even if the news seems bad, even if shadows approach your home, you are not alone, not abandoned, and not defeated. You are surrounded, guarded, and lifted by His eternal love. Archangel Michael says that within the next 5 minutes, after your spirit opens to this message, a miracle will be released into your life. This miracle is quiet, secretive. It may arrive as a whisper, a sudden realization, a phone call, or an unexpected shift in your heart. You will know it is from God because it will bring peace beyond explanation, strength that cannot be stolen, and hope that rises like the sun after the longest night. Do not doubt it, for when God speaks, nothing in heaven or on earth can silence His voice. When He decides, no power, no hand, no darkness can undo it. But there is also a warning. A piece of troubling news is approaching your home. Heaven shares this not to scare you, but to prepare you, to steady you, to anchor your heart so that when it arrives, you will not be shaken. For too long, you have missed messages, dismissed signs, ignored the quiet urgings within your spirit. That is why Archangel Michael speaks with urgency now. Do not skip this. Do not turn away. Open your heart and receive it fully. This message is your shield, the divine covering God has placed over you so that what is coming cannot harm you. Child of God, you have weathered storms, shed silent tears unseen, questioned why life seemed so heavy, why betrayal knocked at your door, why those you trusted turned away. Yet even in all of this, you were never alone. Heaven has watched over you. Angels circled, God preserved your life, for there is purpose still to fulfill. This is why this message carries urgency. The unseen is shifting. What the enemy intended for harm will be transformed into good, but only if you hold fast to God now, only if you trust Him fully, only if you believe His word above the troubling news that may soon arrive. In the spiritual realm, Michael stands radiant and strong, sword of light in hand, holding back forces that sought to crush you. He weeps because you often ignored Him, yet He has never abandoned you. He continues to fight because God commanded Him to guard you. He whispers, do not fear. Even when the news comes, even when words try to shake you, I will shield your heart. The miracle is coming in secret and will protect you. The world may only see the bad, but you will witness the hidden miracle God has already planted for you. Trust is what God asks now. Pray sincerely, even if your voice trembles. Do not delay. Do not say later. Right now, the heavens are open. Right now, the miracle is being woven into your story. The bad news may try to enter, but God will transform it into testimony. Others may not understand, but you will stand in peace because you chose to believe. Do not fear the secret, for it is not meant to harm you. The secret is your protection. The secret is your miracle. In 5 minutes, when faith rises within you, a shift will occur. A heavy burden will lift. Pressure on your spirit will suddenly release. You will know God has touched you. You will know angels have entered your home. You will know the bad news will no longer hold power, because heaven has intercepted it. So hold on. Stay awake. Pray with an open heart. Whisper now, God, I trust you. I will not skip this message. I believe in your miracle. As you speak these words, the hidden miracle begins to manifest. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are protected. God is with you, and no shadow, no threat, no plan of darkness can pierce His shield over you. This moment is not ordinary. This word is not casual. It is a divine alert meant for your spirit, your heart, your destiny. God has heard your silent cries. He has seen the weight you carry when no one else notices. He is not blind to the challenges surrounding you. As you read this, Archangel Michael stands near you, sword of light and truth in hand, guarding you from what cannot be seen. God says, I know you feel skipped, overlooked, like blessings passed while you waited. But hear this, your miracle is hidden within the secret about to be revealed. What was concealed in darkness is about to shine. What you thought lost forever will return to you. Michael declares, this is not to be taken lightly. In minutes, something will shift in your life. Ignore it, and regret will follow. Heaven has whispered, pay attention, watch, listen, but distractions and fears have kept you from receiving fully. Now, there is no more time to delay. The troubling news circling your home is coming. It carries weight, fear, and pressure meant to break you. But if you open your heart now, and let God dwell in the center of your being, nothing will harm you. Storms may rise, voices may attack, but you will not sink. You will not be defeated. God says, I am placing a shield around you now, an invisible shield of light no darkness can pierce. Stand firm, trust fully, receive this moment. Your miracle is near, and nothing will stop it from reaching you. You must understand, your miracle is tied to the hidden secret. Michael says, beloved child of God, your miracle is about to be released in just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of obedience, 5 minutes of opening your heart, 5 minutes of surrender. This is not about your worthiness. Heaven already knows you are worthy. It is about your willingness to receive. Every delay, every time you ignored the signs, only extended your waiting. That is why life has felt like a cycle, seeing the same struggles repeat in different forms, in different places. But God is breaking the cycle right now. The bad news approaching your home may look overwhelming to others, but for you, it will not destroy. What the world calls tragedy, God will turn into testimony. What others see as loss, He will transform into a seed of gain. Do not fear the shadow trying to enter your home. Michael stands at your door with a flaming sword. Every attempt of the enemy to touch your household has been recorded by heaven, and this is the hour of exposure. God declares, I am exposing the one who whispered lies against you. I am revealing the one who sought to harm your peace. I am shining light on the spirit that pretended to be your friend while planning your downfall. You may not have seen it with your eyes, but you felt it in your spirit, the heaviness in certain rooms, the unease around some people. That was my spirit warning you. Rest assured, you are safe. Nothing will harm you when you lean fully on God. Pray not in fear, but in trust. As these words flow into your heart, your spirit is being strengthened. Angels surround your home. Even though bad news is approaching, you will witness it transform before your eyes. Shadows will turn into light, attacks will turn into blessings, falls will turn into rises. God does not lie. Michael weeps even now because you have skipped too many warnings before. Every time you ignored him, the heavens wept. He cries because of love for you, because he has fought for you countless times without your knowing, shielding you from accidents, illness, betrayal. Yet when he calls and you do not answer, he feels the pain of being unheard. But today, Michael says, do not let this moment pass. Do not delay. Do not close your eyes and pretend it is not urgent. God says, I am giving you one more chance to walk into your miracle before the shadow reaches your house. Obey now, and the bad news that was meant to crush you will become a stepping stone. You will rise, shine, and testify. You may not understand why it must be this way, but heaven sees beyond your understanding. Close your eyes briefly and breathe. God is closer than your breath, whispering, I am here. I am not leaving you. Trust me, pray to me, cling to me. Nothing will go wrong. The news is coming, but so is your miracle. in less than 5 minutes. The secret will reveal itself. What you feared will break. What you hoped for will arrive. Archangel Michael stands at your side, commanding, "Open now." Do not ignore this. This is heaven's emergency call for you, my beloved child. Listen carefully. This word comes with urgency, not by chance, but because heaven has pressed it into your heart at this exact moment. God says, "Michael stands before you with wings spread wide, a shield in one hand and a sword of light in the other, declaring that your miracle has been set in motion, hidden only for you, and is about to reveal itself." Yet Michael weeps, knowing how often you hesitated, ignored the whispers from above, or told yourself you would listen later. Heaven warns, later is no longer safe. The time is now. God sees the pain in your heart, the unanswered questions, the sleepless nights burdened by invisible battles. He sees the prayers whispered in doubt, the storms that entered your home, the betrayals that cut deep, the doors that slammed when opportunity seemed near. But God says today that none of it was wasted. Your tears were seeds planted in heavenly soil, and Michael has been commanded to water them with protection until they blossom into miracles. Before the miracle manifests, there is a shadow approaching, bad news attempting to slip through the cracks of fear. It wants to disturb your peace, to convince you that you are forsaken, that you stand alone. But God says, you are not alone. That shadow has no power unless you open the door with doubt, unless you skip the very message sent to shield you.